The rumors are true. Your favorite Gemini CLI fanboy finally made the jump and left the golden land behind. I thought that the grass is greener on the other side of the fence and therefore ditched Gemini CLI for open code. I uninstalled it, and in this video I want to show you my 5 reasons why, and I will walk you through why it should also be a considerable choice for you in the coming days. So I wrote this beautiful matrix right here. I made this table. I hope you like it, and I want to show you my top 4 features, and compare them from Gemini CLI to open code. Still, I'm pretty much convinced the Gemini CLI is a great product, but right now it's no longer in the area of my use. So I always look as a early adopter or as a tech fanatic for the latest and greatest tools that can help me get my stuff done. In this case, I'm looking for agentic AI coding tools that are free and work the way I want them to. And therefore, I thought that OpenCode does the job better than Gemini CLI. Both are free, but I am going with OpenCode on this one. Let's have a look at the first dimension, which is the security part. Now, let me unravel that. Whoopee. Beautiful. So, as you might have guessed, Gemini CLI is cloud-based, so it's public, it's open, everyone can use it, Google can see what you are doing, and open code can't talk anymore. It's local first. It's private, it's closed. You can run your own models, especially using OLlama on it, and that infinitely and without anybody being able to read and see what the fuck you're actually doing on there. I think that's great. I think that autonomy is something that should be preserved, definitely in the tech space, and therefore I'm going with open code since there are a lot of great models on OLlama, and if you have the storage to download them and run them locally, which I do, then OpenCode really is a no-brainer because you get to use them unlimited and can do whatever you want with them for as long as you want to do them. Next, let's have a look at pricing. Pricing, well, both are free. Gemini CLI is free, but it's hosted by Google. The models like Gemini 2.5 Pro, Gemini 3 Pro, and Gemini 2.5 Flash Preview and Gemini 3 Flash Preview are all hosted by Google and then exposed via APIs to the Gemini CLI. And OpenCode are also free, but they are hardware dependent if you're using the OLlama model, which I will go forward with in this entire video. Yes, OpenCode has this Zen plan that costs money, but I'm not talking about it. I just want to compare what you get for free if you compare them side by side. And I think that what I get for my $0 is better on OpenCode than what I get on Gemini CLI. Because since it's hardware dependent and since I own the hardware, I can make use of it. My MacBook Pro is pretty much empty regarding storage space. I only installed my video editing program. I got my video and audio files from doing all that stuff here. And I got some, coding projects on there. Maybe 1 or 2 Blender files, but that's it. I have a lot of storage space freely available most of the time. Or what you can even do is get an external SSD, plug it in, download GLM5 or Kimi K2.5 or whatever's hot right now when you're watching this video, and then go absolutely nuts using it in connection with OpenCode. So therefore, in this round, it's also going to OpenCode in this case. Now, regarding control, one of the more important metrics for me personally is that Gemini CLI allows for none. You don't have any control over the product that you are using. Google has full control over it. And on OpenCode, it's the reverse part. OpenCode has 0 control, none control over it. And you as user have full control, which you should always have if you're doing code. And it's your code and it's your hacking and your project. So you should have code authority, I think. So what do I mean by that? Since they are hosted, these models, Google has complete authorship and censorship about them. You don't have complete freedom, and I personally noticed over the months I've been using Gemini CLI. If you have a look way back to the Gemini CLI review video I made, then yes, it's a great product, and yes, I liked it very much, but since then the models that are available in Gemini CLI are worse models regarding pure writing of code, then there are models available on Ollama. And since they are so extensible and interchangeable with all these beautiful adapters and stuff, I rather use the Ollama models with full control, swap one in, swap one out, download one, uninstall the other. And this allows for much higher velocity and just allows me to ship more than if I'm dependent on the latest Google model. And personally, I think that neither Gemini 2.5 Pro or even Gemini 3 Pro are great models for coding. I love them for daily use, don't get me wrong. I'm on my smartphone personally, I'm only using the Gemini application. I have uninstalled Claude, I've uninstalled ChatGPT. I think they are great everyday drivers, and they are the models right now I would recommend to everybody using a free plan. I got the student pro plan, 1 year free subscription on Google, so they are great. I love Gemini 3 Pro for doing research and in research mode and using the learning mode. Since today, the 18th of February 2026, you can also generate music with it in the Gemini app. It has these nice real-time camera view stuff. I love it, but not for coding. For everything but for coding. And therefore, I would rather go forward with a great model on OpenCode like GLM5, like Kimi K2.5, than being hard stuck with the Gemini models. And I'm not aware that Google is working on specific coding models other than Claude or Anthropic and OpenAI are. There's Codex, there is Sonnet, those are smashing through ceilings. And I think that a model specifically tuned for coding will always outperform one that is trained for general purpose. And since Gemini CLI only exposes general purpose models, I think that the OpenCode models which are tuned to code specifically are better, and therefore I have more control over them and over my code. And that gives another point to OpenCode. Now, the last but not least thing is reliability. Reliability, okay. The reliability on Gemini CLI depends, one, on Google's updates. So yes, they are shipping a lot of updates, and it depends on Google's uptime. So whether Google servers are up or not, well, yes, they are most of the time, but generally you are dependent. And most importantly, it depends on how many other guys and gals and people around the world use Gemini CLI and therefore the models that it exposes. So it can be that when you write your prompt and it's really important and it's been long running and refactoring an important part of your code base, it just says, we are facing a challenging amount of traffic at the moment. Would you like to cancel your request or switch to a far weaker model like from Gemini 3 Pro to Gemini 2.5 Preview, and then keep going? And I've had that so many times now that I think it's just not worth it for me anymore. I don't like what Gemini 2.5 Flash Preview produces in important pieces of my code base regarding user authentication, for example, because then I need to hop in and do so many manual changes that I think it's just better if I would have written the code from beginning and in its entirety by myself. That's why I think Gemini CLI is unreliable on as a daily driver in a daily working environment. And OpenCode, well, it's reliable because it works offline. You download it, you have it locally. Nothing can be unreliable here other than you messing up the setup. So I think that helps you make a decision. If you're using Gemini CLI right now, because I recommended it to you, then let me recommend OpenCode as the current state-of-the-art alternative. And if you're using Gemini CLI because you like Gemini CLI, no worries, but I recommend you give OpenCode a shot. Try it for 2 or 3 days. If you have the space, run it together with Ollama, download a local model, and then have a look at the difference of the code output. Well, of course, if you want to go the paid tier, then there are a lot of options. You can use OpenCode Zen, or you can go straight nuts on a $200 plan on either Anthropic or OpenAI. But until then, if you are a person like me that wants to maximize free tier thingies for code and still wants to get stuff done consistently, then OpenCode is the way to go. I hope this could clarify a bit. I hope you understand it. If you have any feedback or if you want to discuss stuff about this decision in the comments, then feel free. I will read and answer all of them if possible. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.